Hey everyone, it's Xander doing some kind of new content here, kind of getting back to my roots here with figure content. If you watched me when I first did figure content, that means you've been around since I was 11 freaking years old. I'm 24 and married now, if you want to feel old, knowing that you used to see me make custom figures that looked like this with the Jazzwares figures. Yeah, remember this guy, Blair the Hedgehog, my OC that's just a shadow recolor with spray painted black tails shoes that have blue bottoms because they're supposed to be hover shoes. Yeah, maybe I need to redesign this guy and make him look a smidge more original one day, because I am getting back into stop motion content. I'm getting back into custom figure content here on Xander LS11 and over on my Instagram, Figures by Xander, I think is what I'm calling it, if I still have access to that account. If not, just check the link in the description, or maybe it's up here in the corner somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, I've got a bunch of figures now that I have not had time to open and I've wanted to do videos with, because as you've seen, I've recently announced I'm getting back into the stop motion game with Sonic Speed Adventure Rehedged, Mario and Luigi Chaos Quest, the stop motion adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I don't remember what the other one's called, Metal Wasteland, something like that. But anyways, getting back into those soon, and so I figured might as well pop open some of these figures on video, talk about how I feel about them, since I haven't gotten to talk much about custom figures in a while. But all of that being said, to get into the video 90 seconds in, you might remember that Mephiles was the very first custom figure I made, and I have the box of custom figures over here. Mephiles has gone missing, so it's kind of cool to see that he's got his own figure here. I looked forever for this guy. He came out, what, beginning of 2022, or 2024? End of 2023, I started looking all over for this guy. I mean, you can see who all's in the wave with him. Shadow, Heavy Gunner, Mephiles, Supersonic, Classic Edition. Classic Supersonic, so I'm still missing, but that's just because I haven't been able to justify picking him up. I see him everywhere, though. But Mephiles I looked for a long time, and finally, in the space of like a week, I went to Target after I got done at the gym, because Target is like a mile down the road from the gym I go to. And they had Neo Metal Sonic, who I'll do another video on soon. And I went back with my wife not 3 days later, and they had Mephiles. And it was kind of a cool, I've been looking for these guys for months kind of moment. And I found both of them. So he kind of comes with this dark energy stand. I actually really like that. I think that's a very cool way to hide a stand. I do wish that the 4-inch Sonic figures came with stands like the Jazzwares guys did. If you didn't collect the Jazzwares figures like I used to, then I've actually got one of the stands right here, if I can dig it out from under a couple of these old, terrible custom figures. But they had, like, these spin dash stands, and, here, I got Knuckles here. Let's see, would these even fit on the 4-inch figures, like, in the... Oh, well, you know, they actually kind of do. That's potentially good to know for stuff down the road. These might help me with stop motion, helping people stand up, but it doesn't fit the whole foot. Anyways... But I do like that he comes with a stand, because one issue I do have with the Jakks figures is that they're a little top-heavy. They don't stand super well. So let's see if we can get Mephiles out of this without making too much horrible noise. Seeing if I've got a pair of scissors or something around here that I can use to just pop them open. I don't see any, though. I know I have a pair, but I've been in the process of rearranging my office. So let's just... see if we can ease him out of here. Let's see. If I don't get him out in the next couple seconds, I'll just cut to him being out of the box. Because the last thing I want is to break him on video here. Although I feel some people might like that. Alright. Okay, I fought with that box for longer than I would like to admit. Okay, so cool. He's actually got feet. I haven't played 06 in a number of years, and I forgot one thing I'll never understand, and I'll never truly enjoy the fact that the Jakks figures don't have elbow joints. I don't know why they don't. I mean, I guess Sonic characters typically don't really bend their elbows too much. I mean, Eggman does, Robotnik does. But yeah, I mean, God, this guy's cool. He's got like a great purple tint to him. I know I've seen some people actually touch up these guys a little bit. And I used to be one of those people that touched up figures all the time. But I didn't really... I don't want to risk that. So let's see. All right, he's got some good posing abilities. It's just still wild to me that they actually made a Mephiles figure all these years later, and that the character actually, he's not so much canon to the main Sonic timeline anymore. If you've played Shadow Generations, he's in there as the final boss before Black Doom, and it's still canon that like Mephiles exists, but no one remembers him because of the flame getting blown out. But yeah, I like these open hands he's got. It feels very Mephiles. It feels like he could be in the middle of doing a speech this way. The hands actually do kind of move similar to elbows. So Mephiles has the most elbow movement out of any of the Jakks Hedgehog characters. At least his left one does. His right, my left. His right not as much. Or his left not as much. But let's see how he looks with the stand, because he doesn't. Does he stand on his own? Yeah, he stands on his own, which is great. It's good that works. God, I have to keep admiring this guy. He's so cool. Purple is my favorite color, for those that don't know. The eyes, they've got that pink shade. They've got that, like, snake, amphibious. Snakes aren't amphibians. Serpent-like eyes. No, snakes are reptiles. That's what I meant. Those reptile-like eyes. Amphibians are frogs. Add that to a list of quotes by Xander. So let's see how easy it is to get him on this stand. I could be putting him on completely backwards for all I know. In fact, I think I might have been. Let's see. No, I had him on the right way. All right, getting him on the stand is actually a little tricky, it looks like. So maybe I am doing it wrong. Well, getting him on the stand is a task over here. You know, it's probably a massive skill issue, as the kids might say. But I am doing my best here. There we go. He's on. He's on. It's not coming out. Good. All right, yeah, that stand definitely makes him stand better. Could believe he's kind of hovering with it. That's pretty cool. Keep in mind, I'm doing stop motion stuff. And this guy, he's going to be involved in the first episode, because if you don't know, Sonic Speed Adventures Rehedged is going to be the first episode or series of episodes is going to be kind of a retelling of the original Sonic Speed Adventures, once known as Sonic Destiny Adventures, then a petty squabble between two kids on the internet, me and another Sonic stop motion YouTuber whose name I cannot even remember at this point, led to me changing it because apparently he was first, but that's been 13 years, so I'm just going to keep the Speed Adventure name. I've already made the logo at this point, but yeah, there is Mephiles the Dark. That is pretty dang cool. Let's go put him on the shelf with the other modern Sonic villains, and I'll show you guys how I've got him set up. So I've got all my figures, I have them not on purpose there. I've got all my figures kind of divided up. There's the classic Sonic shelf, and yes, Dr. Wily is there. That's kind of just as a little joke. This shelf is just various other video game characters and a bottle opener. We got Mario villains here. We got all the Koopalings and stuff. Wario and Waluigi. This is the modern Sonic shelf. I need to get some kind of tier for the shelf, because you can't see half the people back here. But this is the Sonic villains shelf, the modern Sonic villains shelf, including movie Eggman, because I don't have enough figures to do a movie shelf. But let's slide Mephiles in here. I'd say Mephiles can kind of scoot in here, maybe right near Infinite and Jet towards the back. And let's get movie Robotnik where I've originally had him, which was side by side with video game Eggman, because of the trailer to Speed Adventures, which, as you saw, ended with these two side by sides. There you go. Metal Sonic and Chaos Zero, and then Jet, who's more of an anti-hero than a villain, but he's a rival nonetheless. Mephiles and Infinite. At least in my stop motion stuff, I treat Jet kind of as like a mercenary. But yeah, there you go. There is Mephiles on the shelf with the rest of the characters. I really need to dust these shelves off. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, I know I need to dust these shelves off. I'm getting around to it. If you've wondered about any other Sonic stuff I've got up here are my Sonic Funkos. I got all these guys up here. And yes, you did just see Bulma from Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, there you go. There's Mephiles. I really like this figure. He fits right in with the rest of my Sonic villains up here, which is awesome. He and Infinite actually look really cool together. I mean, imagine if Mephiles had been in Forces. That would have been kind of cool. All right, so there we go. That is Mephiles, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow because I got a lot of these things I got to open. So that's like a week and some change worth of content on Zed or LS11. That'll be the first time since 2020 that I've had like a solid week of content. But take care, everybody. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be hosting updates on the progress of stop motion stuff and custom figures. And I will see you all next time.